And just like that, we're back with yet again another update on Onyxcoin. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, for showing tremendous amount of love on these day-to-day updates. Continue supporting, and you will see a continuation of these daily updates. But looking across the board, you're seeing once again a sea of red. XEN down 5%. Of course, that is something that we need to keep in mind. But before everyone starts being like, what's happening? I want you guys to take a look at broader market is seeing a little bit of a retracement. So, of course, those are some factors we need to consider. Some coins in the green, obviously holding on to their momentum. Caspa up 4.2%. Trump coin making some moves. XRP. But broader market seeing a retracement. So the price of XCN right now is at 2.32 cents, down 4% in Bitcoin, USD, and Ethereum comparative. Market cap at 752.9 million, and the 24-hour trading volume is at about $175 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So, what's really happening with the dominance index? So let's actually take a look at the dominance index, start everything off with that. So let me kind of zoom in here for you guys and take a look at it on the hourly time frame. So, dominance index was sitting at about 60.8% a few hours ago, but obviously we have seen a little bit of an uptick. And, we're finding a little bit of a hard time breaking out of this key resistance for the dominance. But as I've stated to you guys before, as far as, this specific index is concerned, I've been telling you guys it's not a time to be getting super excited or jumping around. The reason why I say this is because, sitting above, 60% is not anywhere where we need to be, especially if you're thinking about an altcoin season. So, dominance is still quite high. That's something that I want you guys to keep in mind. But, Bitcoin, let's take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin. Bitcoin can make up its mind. Bitcoin can make up its mind whether it's going to go in towards the downside or whether it's going to go towards the upside. And right now, I'm going to show you guys something quite interesting. You're starting to see a little bit of a pattern playing out for BTC, a little bit of a consolidation on sideways, really showing and obviously extensifying its support. Again, no one really is complaining at that, but I want you guys to look at one thing. We talk about Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that, but are we going to ignore the fact that Bitcoin has remained within the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level since the start of November? You have not seen the price of Bitcoin breaking below this range. And this is where things can get extremely bearish. And even though we have seen, major market flush and all that good stuff, you have still not seen Bitcoin making its way back below the 23.6 for good. And what does this show you? This shows us a significant amount of bullish momentum. Institutional demand, the demand outweighing the supply. You could really see that based off of here. So last thing you want to see, of course, for Bitcoin is dropping below this for good. Of course, we dropped below it in the past, but if you see the price of Bitcoin break below this would really indicate a major downside towards 80K, $80,000 to $85,000, which of course will impact every single project in the crypto space. And believe it or not, I'm not writing this move out yet. I honestly am not. But with that said, let's really analyze and take a look at what's happening with XEN. So on the hourly time frame, let me actually switch this to the hourly time frame for you guys and really understand what we're looking at. So XEN right now, of course, had a beautiful bounce yesterday all the way up to 2.8 cents. Beautiful. You got to give credit where it belongs. So I really like this beautiful move that we did see. But again, as far as confirmation is concerned, you want to see the 3.1 cents key resistance are breaking out. We have to break out of that range and start heading towards the likes of, the 3.4 cents and of course, the 3.9 cents key resistance. But until then, I am still, not too optimistic whether or not we're seeing, upside. And I've been mentioning to you guys the 24-hour trading volume for, XEN. Before in the past, the last 2, 3, 4 weeks, this thing has been sitting at $1 billion in terms of, the 24-hour trading volume. And as of now, we have not seen that type of demand coming in. So what's really driving? Now think about it. What's really driving these specific moves? Is it manipulation? Is it market makers that are jumping in? Is it just a few people that are, pumping the price of XEN? That could potentially be the case. And I know a lot of people, that are moon boys are going to come out and say, why are you talking about that? How can a few people just, manipulate the price? Believe it or not, guys, all it takes is maybe even 2 to 3 people. If they have enough money, they can manipulate the price of XEN. Because look at the valuation, 752.9 million. To be quite frank with you, that's not big valuation in this day and age. In this day and age, yes, I do still see those comments coming in and saying, Crypto ZX, what are you talking about? That's such high valuation. No, sure, if we're going back into, 2019, 18, 17 levels, 16 even, and, you're looking at a $752.9 million market cap coin, of course, that was huge. In this day and age, that's nothing. And it does not require, major amounts of people to come in to manipulate the price. It takes just a few to manipulate it. And the 24-hour trading volume not increasing where it was last time is, something that we need to kind of keep an eye out on. Because with the move that we saw yesterday, you would expect them, volume to maybe be at least at a $500 million. But again, those are factors, and we look at it from every single angle, right? Right now, of course, we reacted in a positive way yesterday to the dominance pulling down, so that is a plus point. Of course, a plus point, even if it's manipulation, but a plus point for sure. And speaking about manipulation, if you notice, I indicated to you guys before, we started to see XEN moving before the broader market moved yesterday. If you kind of keep an eye out on that, you will really see that. So again, you cannot ignore these factors. Obviously, right now we're being supported by some significant support line. Obviously, you don't want to break below this support, because if we're able to break below, we could make our way back down to 1.8 cents, believe it or not. It is going to be a sharp drop, of course, and especially if Bitcoin does not make up its mind, make its way down to the 23.6 fib zone support. Yes, there is still a chance. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat, the prices for no reason. And, some people come out and I saw one comment saying, hey, Crypto ZX, you're all over the place. What are you saying? Either price is going to go up or not. And I appreciate you guys' feedback, right? I appreciate you guys' feedback. But in this specific scenario, the reason why, and if you've been following my channel and literally watching the videos since, this bounce towards the upside, I've been telling you guys, the chances of us falling down to the likes of the February 3rd level were quite high, and we actually did end up seeing that. But as of now, we gotta look at the probability, the probability of what's happening when you're analyzing on a short scale, like a short-term hourly scale, and especially a day-to-day update. You got to look at it from a probability standpoint. And right now, of course, we saw this jump as to be expected. We were oversold as well. A little bit of a bounce is needed, but this support needs to hold. You don't want to see the price dropping below this, because if it does, that's showing weakness on Onyxcoin side. Let me know down below what you guys think. Of course, what are your personal predictions? What are your personal thoughts on this? Love each and every one of you guys. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for, guys? Hit that red subscribe button and come join the Crypto ZX army. We'll see you later from Crypto ZX, and peace out.